the King J, back with another video. Today we're going to talk about my Season 3 wish list with Tekken 8. Now, we have to go over how Tekken 8 has been since it's been released. Now, Season 1, I felt like was problematic. If we remember, heat engagers were like plus 19 or plus 16, I can't remember. It was like heavily plus on block. Dragonov's QCF 4 hitting grounded and, you know, +7 and leaving you close. There was loads of problems with the game, but they've changed quite a lot at the end of Season 1. And I'll be honest, I think at the end of Season 1, this game could have been, I would say, a very good game. Like, there was only like 5 characters that needed changing. But what happened is that they started releasing characters and then characters had problematic things, and Season 2 happened. Season 2 had a bunch of new moves that they gave to every character. Moves that you can transition into stance, moves you can do in stance, brand new moves. And they got rid of high power crushes. So high power crushes that were safe, they got rid of that and they gave new moves, or they changed the move for the character that had the heat engager. But they would still keep their high power crush, the safe one, but just never heat engaged. And I think that's a good thing, because there's no way you can be doing like something that has low risk, high reward, and you're in a 50-50 mix-up. That doesn't make any logical sense. We moved on to Tekken 8 Season 2, and these new moves, a lot of them are problematic. A lot of frames have been changed. A lot of the moves are like heavily plus. And this is what's caused people to either quit the game, complain about the game, or play it, but they're not really too happy with the game. Now, this video is going to be for people that want to understand how I think Season 3 can work. It's also going to be talking up for, you know, a lot of the pro players, because for a lot of people that play this game competitively and they're sponsored, this is their life. This is what they have to do, even though they don't like the game. And it's quite sad, because I'm coming from Tekken, I'd say Tekken 6. So I've been competing Tekken 6, Tag 2, Tekken 7, and doing content for those games. And I can see that this game has definitely changed. Now, has it changed for the better or worse? Now, personally, after seeing Mary Zoe and seeing what she does with, you know, her snake coming out of her hand and all of this stuff, I do feel like this game is for the new generation. I did make a video about that, so go check that out. The reason why I say this game is for the new generation is because there's a lot of cinematics, there's a lot of slowdowns, moves where the game zooms in. Like, for example, when Armor King does the clothesline, it zooms in. Like, other characters have certain moves where the camera zooms in, right? And there's a lot of, I would say, slowdowns in this game. Like, we're not talking about the low health. We're talking about just in general. When you go into like heat engager, it slows down, you're running. When you go into heat burst, it slows down, you're running. And like, you have to understand that they want people to have a chance. They want people to be able to beat the best in the world. Let's say, for example, Arslan Ash, Knee, Low High, Mogold, all of these people, the Atif Butt, they want people to stand a chance against them. So that's the reason why they've kind of made the skill gap a lot more smaller, right? So I don't agree with the heavily plus on block moves. So like, let's say, for example, who has a heavily plus on block move? Asuka's running 1+2 in Nano Augusto is +11 on block. Those things are, that's ridiculous, because it leaves you so close and you're getting punished for blocking, and it's chip damage as well. I think if I was to change things in Season 3, I would say I don't know, there's a lot to change. There's a lot to change, in my opinion. I think a lot of the plus on block moves, they need to be toned down. I would show you an example of what I mean. I also feel like the way how they do their fight pass. Now, actually, let me get out of it. I'm gonna talk about everything else before I get into talking about, you know, the frames and moves and stuff like that. The first things first, I hope, and I really, really hope that Tekken Ball has, like, this is just like They don't have to do it, but I really wish Tekken Ball had like a ranked system. I really wish this. Because I think this mode would be fun if it had that. We're in a different time and era now where everyone loves ranked and, you know, they want to be able to showcase this. It would be good if they can have that, but if they don't, then I guess it is what it is. I would love for there to be an updated story with some of the characters. Again, this is not something that's on a high priority list, but it would be cool. I think everything else, like the Tekken Fight Lounge is cool. Oh, community. Why is it that I can only follow, block, and have a friends list of 100 people? Like, what is that all about? Like, can you let me know what that means? Like, why is it that I can only block 100 people? Do you know how many cheaters there are online? There is so many cheaters online, and I can only block 100 people. So then when it gets to me finding another cheater, like I can't do anything because, hey, I have my block list is full. Makes no sense. So I hope they sort that out. I would also love for them. I like this background menu. Again, this is not high on the priority list. I would love for there to be like, you can choose a background stage, but maybe that takes a lot to do. I have no idea. I'm not a video game developer, but this is sick. This is sick as it is. I kind of like it like this. This is what it is. Tekken Shop. Let's go into that and let's have a deep dive and talk about why I think they need to change some of the stuff that they bring to the Tekken Shop. I can tell you from now, I don't feel like I've been in Tekken Shop since the swimsuit pack. But that's about it. Like all of this stuff, like the Jester pack, and this is just, it's not interesting. I honestly feel like if you're bringing back old school costumes, I don't think you should be charging people. Personally, I think you should just bring them back because there's modders that do this for free. And you can literally, they'll give you the code, everything. I'm not saying that you lot shouldn't have a way of making money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you are to bring costumes back, make sure they're the rare ones. Like when Jin's armor costume that he had in Tekken 6, that one's sick. Bring that back and people have to pay for it. Cool. Or design brand new costumes. That would be sick. Like, why is Martial Law not got the Game of Death outfit from Bruce Lee, the yellow and black outfit? Like, why is that not a preset? Like, what are you doing over there? That's crazy. Like, you had it in Tekken 7 because it was largely requested and then you just dropped it and it's not in this game. Doesn't make sense. So the new items are the Nightmare Jester pack and the Women's School Jester pack, right? I do feel like, and then obviously you still got hot items. These items can't be hot because this is a season 1 item. We're at the end of season 2, so these items can't be hot. Maybe call it legendary, right? Not hot. So again, look, then you've got like a bunch of these items. Like, okay, cool, fair enough. These are for customizations. You could buy them, whatever. But these costumes from the old school games, like Harung's one, like, why is that? Why, like, so this is the law one I was talking about. Why is that I have to purchase it and put it together? Like, come on, man. These costumes should just be like preset. Or maybe release a new Tekken and it's Tekken 8, but it has all the presets there of the ones that you can buy. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here because I don't feel comfortable buying these costumes when they're just from the old games. Like, just doesn't make sense to me. But you lot can let me know in the comment section what you lot think about this. I personally don't feel comfortable with it. And then obviously you got the avatars, which is, yeah, it's whatever. If you got a character that you like, you can buy an avatar and you can use it in the fight lounge. Sick, but again, not really my cup of tea, I'll be honest with you. I like the set. Cool. So yeah, with this, like I said, if I was to do season 3, I think you need to do brand new costumes. Brand new costumes. People will pay for brand new costumes. I will pay. If you done like a sick Leroy costume, I would pay for that. I would pay for that. If you done like, I don't know, another character that was like really sick, I'd pay for that. What about Angel Jin dressed up as Devil Jin? Like, I know people be like, oh, but his name is Devil Jin. So what? So what? Like, why can't that be a costume? He doesn't do the Angel Jin moves. He does Devil Jin moves, but he's dressed up as Angel Jin. Like, I think stuff like that would be sick. But again, that's just me. There ain't really. Oh, and they need to. These party effects, buying them at a time is very scummy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not on no payroll or anything like this for Tekken, so I'm able to say this. Me having to spend money every time to do fireworks is diabolical. This needs to change in season 3. I don't know why you have to keep doing that. Maybe because people might spam it in Fight Lounge, maybe that's the reason behind it. And if that's the case, I take back saying that it's diabolical. But me, I think that's just like whatever. I'm sure in like Fortnite and stuff, you can just do emotes all day long once you've brought the emote. So yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. And then the emote stuff, yeah, like I said, I think they can do better. Coins, cool. Let's go on to the fight pass. This is where we're going to talk about the fight pass. I think the fight pass for Tekken 8 is just, it's gotten better from season 1. We had a blank ball that was in premium. We can't get no worse than that. That was the bottom of the barrel. That's like when you know, that's like scraping the bottom of the pot that has food. That was really bad. We had blank ball in premium. And I'll never forget that. But over time, it's got good. I do think though that some of the stuff that they do have, like this is a spike ball for Tekken ball. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like they've gotten better. I'm not gonna lie to you. They have gotten better when it comes to this. And you got different profile poses. This is like, okay. So this is just like a character illustration. This is I forgot the Leroy player's name. He has a dog and his backpack, and I feel like this is a part of the costume. This is sick. This screams to me a direct connection between the community and the developers, because this is sick to have, and they should do more stuff like that. You know, working with the community and stuff like that, and bringing them in on certain things when it comes to the game. Shout out. That's sick. In terms of, yeah, like, yeah, again, like, I don't know, like, some of the stuff, like, I don't know what this one is. Bandages in premium. Yeah, I don't know. That's not really my cup of tea, like I said. You know what would be sick here is if they had like a little, in the center, you see like in the center of this screen here that you can see, if they had like a preview of the items, because in Fortnite you have like a preview of like actual items instead of having to keep going in and keep them coming out. I think that might be cool, but again, not high on the priority list. And then when you come over to here, which is like past, when you get past the actual fight pass, it shows that you could do the hologram of Tekken 4, Tekken 3 in the previous games. Again, I feel like you should be adding some costumes here in the premium. Like maybe one or like, you see where the old school games are? Add the costumes in this premium pass. That's what I think you should do. And then add brand new costumes in the actual shop. Because I honestly feel like what are we doing? Adding like, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. I'll be honest with you. Like we have to buy the old school costumes that were in the previous games. But that's my 2 cents. The free part, it seems like there's lots of gaps. But I will honestly say to you though, Bandai Namco, this is the best costume you've given to anyone for free in Tekken 8. This Armor King costume with the, you know, the Tekken, not even Armor King, it's King Tekken 3 costume. I think it's the 2-player costume where he's got the blue shirt and the sweatpants that Americans call it, or jogging bottoms that the UK call it. That costume is absolutely sick. Like, to give away for free, I thought you lot were gonna charge. So you lot do things in a bit of a backwards way, because this is the best item to charge for, because everyone would have brought that. I would have brought that by default, but this item here was really good. But yeah, more stuff like this, but in premium. If we pay for a premium pass, it should have premium things that we are like, oh, okay, we get like two costumes Da-da-da-da-da. I can't believe it's that hard to port. I'll be honest. I don't know. Again, I'm not a video game developer, but seeing the way how these mods, like these modders are adding old school costumes to these characters and stuff like that, and adding characters from different games and stuff, I feel like there must be a way how to add these costumes in, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Dark Queen long hair. Sick. Okay, so we've spoken about that. Spoken about. Okay, we haven't spoken about Tekken Fight Lounge. And this mode here has so much potential. When I say it's got so much potential, there's so much more they could do. And I'm just going to go around and show you what I think they could do to kind of revamp this Fight Lounge. It's good already, don't get me wrong. It's very, very good. But I think they could do more. And I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, you're always just nagging and just wanting more and more and more. Which is why I've highlighted certain things that are priority and what aren't a priority. Right? So let's get into it. So I like this. I think this Fight Lounge thing is such a sick idea. Very, very sick. Great for tournaments. Great for all of that stuff, right? I love the fact that they've added online practice. Online practice is a very good thing, and I want to give them their flowers for that. That I honestly feel like this is sick. Right? I don't know too much about this bit here. Oh, it's an online ghost battle. So they've added the ghost battle bit here, right? Harada's there. Shout out to Harada. And then man there in the Bandai Namco. Customization, sick. Cool. So this is like some type of like universe where you don't have to go to the front page to do everything. I can just come here and just, if I want to customize, I can do that. Cool, whatever. Right? And then you've got this section here, which is sick. But again, here's one more thing I want to say. This is not a priority. This is not a priority. I do believe you can add mini games to this. Adding mini games like the basketball thing and that, adding like little mini games would be sick. The people could just hang out. Like they might not be good at Tekken, right? You are trying to cater towards a casual crowd, right? Just adding like a casual mode, like, you know, you've done like, I don't know, maybe like a Tekken Bowl or something like that, a little mini Tekken Bowl, and you just got one default character. Maybe not all the characters, a default character. I think that would be sick, just for people that just want to play casual. Again, it's not a priority. I'm just saying that you could add it. Because there's a lot of like things here. Yo, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Okay, so like, as you can see, there's so many different things here. What about playing the old school Tekken games? Why have you not added Tekken 1, 2, or 3 in here? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Right? So, cool. And you can hear Ganryu's theme in the background. This is my main character. I'm kind of upset there's nothing for him here. So they got bare things. It would be sick to actually be able to play them. But again, not priority. Now, let me show you what is a priority. We have all of this big screen space. And if you play Street Fighter 6, you'll be able to see who has a streak in the lobby. You'll be able to see a lot of things. If in Guilty Gear Strive, you're able to see who has won a tournament. All of this would be so sick. I don't know if they need to constantly keep doing an update to do this type of things, but maybe about watching the Tekken World Tour from here. Or maybe they probably won't add that because it was still from the viewers that are watching on Twitch. Maybe, I don't know. But maybe like the Tekken World Tour leaderboard even. Do you get what I'm saying? The Tekken World Tour leaderboard would be sick. Like, I don't know, man. I think that would be cool to have that. Okay, so all of these things here, like, this is sick. Like, being able to just be around, this is amazing for tournaments. And this is also amazing for people that, like, have, you know, big stream communities where they want to do viewer games and stuff like that. Like, this is crazy. This is actually really good. But again, like I said, you use this big screen space. Maybe for the Tekken World Tour leaderboard, or I don't know. But maybe that might require a lot of updating. Who knows? I don't know. But this big screen space here, just showing Armor King, I'm unsure, man. I'm unsure. Or maybe, like, show some guides here, you know? Maybe have some of 3DX guides up there showing you how to play the game. I think that would be sick. Just, I don't know, use this for something, man. Because that would be sick. I would want to come into the lounge. I feel like with what's here, there's not much reason to come into the lounge unless I'm playing in a tournament, an online tournament. That's it. You could make this into something huge. And I don't feel like you're utilizing this well. But it's an amazing idea. And you've executed it, in my opinion, decent. But yeah, that's that. Fight Lounge, I think it's cool. Just add something to this big screen rather than just, you know, having like the latest DLC being on the screen. Now, we're going to move on to the game mechanics overall. Now, this is where things are going to get a bit tricky because, yeah, there's a lot of problems with the game. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of problems. We're going to pick Asuka. Maybe I'll pick this for the video. Then, you know. I don't really want to get into, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So we're going to go to the swim costume. Let's see. The swim stage. So let me show you what's going on. Let me get into this Asuka. All right. So, Tekken 8. Now, I would say we need to lower down the plus frames on block. The plus frames on block are absolutely crazy. Now, I'm going to move my face for a minute because I want to show you just the frames in this game. Because I feel like some of the frames are just high. Why is this plus 11 on block? There is no reason for this to be plus 11 on block. Right? Plus 4, maybe. Plus 4. Yeah? I think plus 4 is good. But not plus 11. Plus 11 is insane. Plus 10 is insane. We don't need heat smashes being plus 10 on block. Like, I understand you want to do this aggressive game, but if it hits, it's 50 damage. If you block, I'm plus 10. So it's guess for game. Like, I've never really been a fan of that. Because, say for example now, I do this. You blocked, you've got to guess for mid. Into whatever combo you want to do. And I think that's not fair. A lot of the reasons why a lot of people lose on Tekken 8 isn't because that player is usually better than them. It's that happens in some instances, right? A lot of the reason why people lose is because the 50-50s are so strong that the next guess is literally flip a coin. Is it going to be heads or tails? And I feel like that's not right. I feel like a lot of the plus frames should just be that plus 10 is insane. Plus 11 is insane, right? It's just too much. Plus 5. Like everything is too high. This is 0. But if she never has Nani with Gusto, it's 11, right? But then you can cancel. There are some moves in the game I want to talk about that need fixing. This needs to have a bit more of a charge. And less chip damage. 12 chip damage is absolutely insane. It's too much. Way too much. Like, you get so much reward for this. If you try to jab, the jab misses because it high crushes. Ridiculous. So that's what I'm saying. It just feels like it's not really making sense to why this is like this, right? Plus 8, 12 chip damage. Don't tell me but you can sidestep. In situation scenarios, people are, even the top level players get hit by this. Right? And the normal version is safe. It's safe. It's only -9. Like, if you're gonna do moves like this where they're like insanely plus, then this needs to be punishable. But not only that. This is 19 frames, right? So you can make it 18. Right? But then she also has this, which is if you try to block this, you don't get nothing. You have to low parry this. Oh, you get wild standing for. Okay, fair enough. But it's like, at the end of the day, if you do it from, I think it's this range. No, is it this range? But you can do it from the 17th frame and it makes it 10. So you'd have to do down jab. But either way, like, you've got a mix up of this and this. Now, the reward is very high. That's 65 damage. I think that's insane. And then you've got Nano Augusto. Like, yeah, they need to change stuff on the frames. There's other characters as well that I'm going to talk about. I'm only going to talk about a few because there's quite a lot of changes to moves that I would change.
Get ready for the next battle.
Like, Hello World is definitely one of them. If I can do it. This move here, I don't know why. I don't know why they felt to do this. +4 on block. And I'm sure she has a Sweet Bang version. Is it Sweet Bang? I don't know what the Sweet Bang version is. No. Yeah, I don't know what the Sweet Bang. She's got a low out of it, but I can't remember what it is. Look at this, bro. And can you make... Alright. This might be a bit crazy, and you lot can let me know in the comment section, yeah? But can we normalize a lot of these characters not being able to block when they're in stances like this, where they're so advantageous? Like, I just feel like a lot of the plush frames are crazy. Yeah, no, Margin, you're right. I'm not gonna go into it too much. There's too many characters, to be fair, to do that type of video. I think that would have to be another video, to be fair. But I'm just gonna do one more because I don't want this video to be a long video. This move here, plus on block is 4, right? And when I fight against Azucenas, they rinse this move. Plus 4 on block, 8 chip damage. You've got to guess. Like, these are like, let me hold your hand and show you the way type of moves, right? And what I mean by that is you can literally just start your offense and then guess. Like, I remember playing in Korea and I fought against this guy, Angelo, that I didn't even know who he was. No one had no data of him. He whooped my ass with Azucena. I didn't know what to do. He kept on throwing out this move. I'm like, yo, I know I can step, right? But it felt like I couldn't. And then I had to guess for game every time. This guy would grab me. This guy would, maybe Sweet Bang. This guy would do, free by itself. And then he's +2, and then I got to guess. Like, bro, it just overloads your brain, right? I don't feel like she should be having moves like this when you've got this as well. You got running 3-1 into stance. You just hold forward. Like, why couldn't this move be, I don't know, +2? Like, why couldn't it be +2? Like, so there's a little guessing game, because remember, like, she can avoid highs and lows. Like, let's not forget that this stance is ridiculously good. So yeah, I think there's a bunch of things to kind of change from that. Also as well, like, I know that a bunch of characters have heat dash combos. I'm not really a big fan of heat dash combos personally. I think they kind of drain the game a lot. I think they drain the game a lot. I feel like it's Let me show you what I mean by that. Cool. So like if I do use Leroy, for example, too long, in my opinion. Too long. So my main thing is I don't really want heat dash combos anymore. I kind of want the heat dash combos where it's kind of like just drops you on the floor like this and you get like a guaranteed follow-up. And now I know that combo enthusiasts would probably be like, Jay, what the hell are you talking about? I just think it will just make the game be less boring. Like some of these combos last for way too long. You're in the air for ages. Like imagine this Nina player now. Like this Nina player is literally holding a combo for 12 to 15 seconds. And it reminds me of DNF Duel where the combos were just lasting for ages. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are these combos lasting for so long? Like, you would have been in the air for like 15 to 17 seconds. That's a very long time to be in the air in a Tekken game. So I don't necessarily dislike heat. I think they need to change their mindset on how heat works. So I would honestly say, let's say for example, something like this. I'm +5 on block from doing this. Maybe make it that it's like +2 instead of +5. I think +5 is very hefty. I think they should change it to +5, from +5 to +2. I think heat dash combo should go. I don't know how I feel about heat smashes being parried or parried or reversaled. I'm kind of trying to understand how that makes sense. Because obviously they want heat smash to be these crazy, like overpowered moves, right? And I understand that. But you also want people to power crush. So should we remove like heat smashes having that attack reversal property where it's armor, where it just kind of cancels it out, so you can't do power crush, you can't do attack reversal, or do we keep it in? I don't know how I feel towards it. Before I was like, nah, you should be able to break through that because the moves are crazy, and not to mention they're all plus on block. So mine is +6, but then if we look at like a character like Brian,
Get ready for the next battle.
like, I feel like it just makes the game more fun. Like, no one wants to be overpowered like this, and then you're +9. Oh my lord, I didn't even know his one was +9. +9. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. +9 is a bit crazy. And even like these type of like, oh, there's so much things I can go over. Like these new type of like attack strings, like Brian and Steve are the only ones that have it where it's like multiple, like they're like 5 hits. They need to be more minus, man. On block. They need to be more minus on block. But anyways, like I'm saying, let me not dive too much away from topic. A lot of these heat smashes, they are really advantage on block, right? Really advantaged on block. And I think they should be maximum +3. Like, we need to get back the game how it was before. Like, these heat smashes are ruining the game. They're 2+. +12. And seeing as we're on this topic, because I didn't want to dive into too many characters, this is another one. King's heat smash needs to be 50 or 55 damage. It cannot be 60 damage. He's already terrifying as it is. He's already terrifying as it is. He needs to, and on counter, this is 64 damage. This is too much for a heat smash. This is like probably the most highest damage in heat smash in the game. Way too much. He already has giant swing. He already has, you know, multiple throws. He has tombstone. He has many different things. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Bunch of throws he has. And you're going to give him a heat smash, which is an attack throw, which is 60 to 64 damage. 64 damage on counter hit, 60 damage if it's not counter hit. That's insane. That doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, heat smashes across the board, I think they should be 50 or I think the low heat smashes should be low parryable. Personally, I think they should be low parryable. But that's just me. And I think that's it. I don't really feel like there's many other things. Obviously, there's individual moves that I think needs to be changed. But if I go over individual moves, I think that would be a long video. Like, if you lot want me to do that, I can do that in a separate video. You lot can, like, let me know in the comment section if you lot want me to do that. And I will take my time out and definitely do that video. But personally, I think that'll be long. Because there's a bunch of moves from different characters that I think, yeah, it shouldn't be this plus. So it's entirely up to you if you want that video. I'll dedicate that video to you lot. And I will timestamp it with each and every character. Let me know. But yeah, this has been King J. I hope you lot enjoyed this video. I will be talking about Leroy and my season 3 wishlist video. Hope you lot enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment so I know. Thumbs up, you know, to help me get into that algorithm, to the internet world, into the interweb. And we'll be on to the next video. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.